Every time the woman took a bite of her ice cream, the little girl sitting across from her would mimic her. She found it pretty amusing. The kid was enjoying it like a game, but the very next second, the woman suddenly put her spoon down. A slight, sinister smirk crept onto her face as she casually wiped a smear of blood off her watch. Then, she walked straight over to the little girl and smacked the ice cream right out of her hand. Her name is Chloe. She's a top-tier assassin who takes out around 10 people a day. She has a notoriously short temper and a deeply twisted personality. If someone is walking down the stairs too slowly, especially an elderly person, she won't hesitate to mock them and give them a piece of her mind. She's so arrogant that she looks down on absolutely everyone, whether it's a man, a woman, or a child. Even after coming home, she doesn't just sit around. She took out her makeup and powdered her face until it was whiter than a sheet. Then, she scattered pills across the table, grabbed a bottle of hard liquor, and sprawled out on the couch. She staged a fake suicide just so her boss would show up to give her the next mission. The moment her boss walked in and saw the scene, he panicked. He rushed over to her. But honestly, being her handler is no walk in the park. Chloe took her cash and gathered the intel on her target. She started digging into his background, and it didn't take long to match a face to an address. Wasting no time, she hopped on her motorcycle and hit the road. This time, she didn't want to use a gun. Instead, she was going to use a lethal, poison-tipped hairpin tucked neatly into her hair. Dodging the guard at the front gate, Chloe sneaked over to the wall and scaled a drain pipe to reach the upper floor. But once inside, she realized the house was completely empty. Peeking out the window, she spotted the wealthy target throwing a garden party with his friends out back. Chloe let out a faint smirk. To her, the target looked less like a human being and more like a walking ATM. She slipped into the bedroom and opened the closet, hunting for a nice dress so she could blend into the party. Suddenly, she heard the footsteps of a patrolling guard. The guard noticed that the closet, which was closed earlier, was now wide open. He started searching inside, but even after looking around for a while, he couldn't find anyone. He brushed it off as his imagination, but in reality, Chloe was curled up tightly inside a suitcase. After changing her clothes, she seamlessly mingled into the party. Just as she was about to approach her target, she saw the man scolding his grandson. The boy stormed off to his room in a fit of rage. Seeing this, Chloe came up with an even easier plan. She followed the kid up to his room, sweet-talked him, and convinced him to call his grandpa upstairs. The moment the wealthy man fell for her trap, Chloe locked the boy inside the bathroom. When the man walked into the room and saw Chloe, he was instantly captivated by her, completely forgetting about his grandson. He just stood there, mesmerized. Using a quick excuse, Chloe quietly locked the door behind him. And while the man was entirely lost in her gaze, Chloe stealthily pulled out her hairpin, drove it straight into his eye, and released the poison.